Employees are supposed to be professional. That just comes with the job. So it might surprise you how often cops have to deal with reckless employees. Some react badly after getting fired, while others conduct illegal activities at the workplace. Regardless of the reason, it often gets ugly.
Keep him up! Hey! Flip it! Flip it! If you can flip it, flip it!
This first case is pretty short, yet amusing. On March 23rd, officers in Gwinnett County, Georgia, responded to a dispute call at a waste management business. The initial responding officer learned that a former employee had stolen a large front loader and was driving it around the property.
Okay, it's not like a tractor?
Yeah.
Okay. Any idea what he's doing?
No idea. No, we have no idea.
Stop. 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 Hey! Stop! MPPA radio. An individual who's driving a four-wheeler tractor is not stopping for me. I have no way of stopping this vehicle.
The suspect is evidently ignoring the police officer. The whole situation is very strange, and even the officer seems very confused while attempting to stop the vehicle. Backup arrives, and a thrilling high-octane chase ensues, or at least it would if the machine could go a bit faster.
Making a left. Keep me updated. I've got the sanitation truck, the large tractor, which is our best bet. It's a little bit slower, but he's behind us as well.
Hey, radio, we're in front of Victory World Church on Brook Hollow.
This chase is getting nowhere. The front loader is a danger to public safety and could potentially cause some serious damage to both people and property. A police cruiser can't stop this machine, which weighs 75,000 pounds. So the cops decide to fight fire with fire.
That's my yellow bed, Brent.
Going 10-3 for the vehicle, Corley, center and over.
10-3. Purple, Brook Drive.
This is unbelievable.
It's wrong.
Keep him up! Hey! Flip it! Flip it! If you can flip it, flip it!
There was a collision, and the machine was stopped dead in its tracks. Things no longer bode so well for the disgruntled employee, who won't be triumphantly returning to his former job anytime soon.
Hey, let's get him up since this thing's laying on its side.
The suspect, identified as Eddie Sanchez, was charged with criminal trespass, theft by taking, fleeing or attempting to elude, reckless driving, criminal damage to property second degree, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Thankfully, his little Formula One chase didn't result in any injuries or vehicle damage. On the 8th of July, 2023, police responded to reports of a battery. The caller reported that a freshly fired employee from Dave & Buster's had pushed a chair towards her coworker and battered them. The cops arrive at the scene and search for the suspect.
Shit. You guys want anything done with her or no? You want anything done with her or no?
I want to never be allowed to do it.
Okay. Hold up. Hey! Slow down. Hey! Knock it off. Stop! 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 I don't see what happened to me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop. I didn't do anything. Stop. I didn't do anything. Stop touching me. Stop. Why are you touching me? I didn't do anything.
Ma'am, relax.
I didn't do anything.
Turn it around.
I'm not doing anything.
You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
You cheering somebody.
Thankfully, the suspect, later identified as Faith, didn't make it far from the scene of the crime. But the responding police officers have a bit of trouble restraining her. Backups called in to assist.
Stop! I didn't do anything, y'all. I walked into the Let's go. I didn't throw anything. Let me go. I didn't do anything. What are y'all bothering me for? What are y'all bothering me for? For nothing. I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. Hey, if you come down, know me.
Face the wall.
I'm not doing anything.
Even with all these cops present, Faith just isn't letting up. But her protests that she hadn't done anything wrong aren't seeming to make things any better for her, so she then decides to do something that's not very smart.
You're under arrest for multiple charges.
Do not kick him. I didn't do not kick him. Kick him. Do it look like I kicked him? You would have said if I would have kicked him. Goofy.
That's fine. That's another charge. Keep going.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. What are y'all taking me for? Y'all nuts, bro. I didn't do nothing.
Kicking an officer of the law is an automatic charge, and it will look very bad in court. But even after all this, the woman still isn't going down that easily.
What are y'all taking me for?
You won't let us talk, so.
I've been asking the same question. I walked.
Okay, you want to listen?
I walked from the job that fired me for nothing.
You're under arrest for throwing a chair.
I didn't throw a chair at nobody.
You're under arrest for resisting arrest. For battery on Officer Lamb.
I didn't touch him.
Have a seat.
I didn't touch him.
Put your legs in the car.
I didn't touch him.
We're not doing this.
How can I touch him with my hands cuffed? I can't touch him with my hands cuffed.
Put your knee in the car.
I can't touch him with my
We're
hands
not doing
cuffed.
this. Really? Put your leg in the
I didn't touch him.
Sit. You an adult. Are you kidding me?
I didn't touch him.
Okay, then we'll
My hands are cuffed. Did I
keep your
touch
leg
you?
in the vehicle. Keep your leg in this car.
Did I touch you?
Pull your leg in this car.
Did I touch you?
Resisting the attempts to put her leg in the car was another dumb move on her part. Now it's time to find out what really went down when she got fired. Here's what the other employees had to say.
I told her you need to leave the building. I'm not leaving.
So she made a scene and refused to leave. Ma'am, are you good? Do you need an ambulance or anything? Okay.
So she was running around here trying to get her stuff, and we're following around. She's screaming out front in front of everybody else. We're like, you need to get out of the building. So she
finally, the scene, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
So she finally went out the back door, but then she realized she forgot something. Then she tried pushing us all the way. Now at some point she threw something. She threw the chair at her. But I was trying to stop her though.
Do you have any injuries on you? Do you have?
There's somebody back there. There's somebody back there.
Let me give you this. Let me go get. I'm gonna get a PDF. I'm gonna get a phone. I'm gonna take pictures of that. Okay.
While the employees could have definitely let Faith take her stuff instead of blocking her, it doesn't justify throwing the chair like she did. And while police are struggling to place her inside the vehicle, she gets a bizarre new theory on why she's being arrested.
I'm a woman, a black woman, which is why they're doing it. A black woman, which is why they're doing it. I didn't touch them. They talk about touching them. I didn't do anything. I'm cuffed. You see my hands, don't you? Exactly. You know, bro.
It's too thick at the bottom.
You know, bro.
I went through it.
Okay, let's go. Come on, have a seat. Have a seat.
You know. You see it.
Have a seat.
Try.
Ma'am, you're going to the police station. And
Come on, work with me.
If I wanted to spit out Hulk on your ass, if I wanted to spit out Hulk on you, if I wanted
Get your feet in the vehicle.
if I wanted to spit out Hulk on her ass, if I wanted to spit, she'll go.
Despite Faith's accusations, it's obvious from the witness testimony and the behavior of the responding officers that this arrest has nothing to do with race. She continues to act difficult even after being transported to the police station.
I'm not doing shit. Pull me out like y'all put me in. I'm not moving. I understand.
Whatever happened out there.
Nothing happened.
Hold on.
That's what I'm telling you.
Whatever caused this.
They got a call and they put cuffs on me as I'm walking by myself, unarmed, nothing on me, into the mall.
Okay.
Handled me like I'm a criminal. I didn't do it. I don't have nothing on me.
The way
I don't
it's
have.
okay. Well, let's.
You're not listening. You want to hurry up and finish me like I'm done talking. I wasn't done talking.
You breathe better out here.
I can breathe right here. I'm talking to you, so that means I can breathe, right?
Okay.
Got you. What the? What the? I didn't do nothing. I'm unarmed. Didn't do anything. But they pushed me in here like I did something. I got fired from the only job that I have. I have a right to be upset. Being fired for nothing. They let my drink, smoke weed, do in the parking lot, but I get fired?
Workers do that?
Yeah! Y'all should do your job and check them, not pushing me in a car.
The officer has shown considerable patience towards Faith. He'd be well within his rights to just pull her out of the car, but his calm approach eventually gets her to comply with his request, and she gets out. But things aren't over yet, as she has a few more things to say.
Do you want to talk to me about kind of like what happened today or anything like that?
I figured at this point you know what happened, or what they told you, so.
Right. I mean, so I know what happened, but I'm asking if you want to talk about it.
You tell me what you thought happened.
I don't know what I thought happened. I could see what happened on the videos.
Tell me, please, what you seen. And then I can vouch for myself.
Okay.
No, you tell me first, go ahead. Because I really want to know what they told you and what you seen.
Okay, so from what I know and from what I saw on the cameras, you had a conversation in the back, like the back, I don't know, Dave and Buster's or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the conversation was over because there's no audio, but I was told that you were being terminated for I don't know what reason. Okay, you got upset, you stormed out of there, you went like into the main area with the people.
My bag in the front from the closet where I always keep my stuff, yeah.
Okay, and then you turned around and went back in there, right?
Yeah, I went out the back door where I always go.
Okay.
That's where I always go.
Somewhere, and that's fine. Somewhere in that, you pushed like a chair. I don't think you really threw a chair, but you pushed a chair. It hit a lady's knee. She got kind of cut up, and then there was some kind of argument that took place, like in the back by the garbage area outside.
I was trying to get my phone. They wouldn't let me get my phone.
It looked like someone went back and got your stuff for you, handed it to you through the door, and then you walked over to Von Mauer.
Yeah, I was trying to catch the bus home.
The officer explains his viewpoint. Despite the security footage as his basis, Faith is not too satisfied, and she continues to tell her side of the story, which is quite different. However, she's not too calm while doing it.
She was sitting right there as I pushed the chair out the way, going out the door, man. Come on, I didn't assault anybody.
But you pushing that chair and the chair hitting her, whether it was on purpose or not, that's why officers stopped to try to talk to you.
No, I can't be charged with anything. Are y'all kidding me?
You are. Okay, I'm telling you what you're being charged with, okay? Simple battery.
I didn't do anything. I cannot be charged with anything. I didn't do anything. You see the video.
I saw you try to kick an officer.
I cannot be charged with nothing.
I saw you kick an officer too when they had you up against a wall.
I didn't kick anybody. Are you kidding me?
Yes, your leg came back and it
I was trying to sit outside the car. I didn't kick. Y'all are lying. It's okay. I know how y'all move. I'm gonna get out of it. You don't gotta say nothing else. Do what you need to do so I can get the home.
Faith was charged with resisting arrest, battery, and aggravated battery upon a police officer. We can understand, of course, her irritation and surprise at losing her job, but she could have been mature about it instead of harming her co-worker and the police. This next case is a very strange one. On December 23, 2021, police were called to a Burger King due to a disturbance caused by an employee. Here's what police saw when they got to the joint.
It wants to pay it in cash. We don't do that. And so she started Wreckless, started throwing stuff.
Don't touch me. Everybody come over here. Let's go. Don't touch me. I'm not gonna touch you. Everybody, let's go. Walk. I don't want to talk to you because you're a woman. Walk. I want to talk to the man. That's fine. Walk. Let's go. All right. Get out of it. Get out of it.
Is she refusing?
I'm walking, but I don't want that woman to touch me.
Come on. Let's go outside and talk, please.
I'm talking to the police.
All right. What is going on? What happened?
I'm trying to talk to him about money, right? No, get the out.
Hey, can you stop, please? Just talk to me.
That man, when I told him not to touch me at all, he was touching me. He was grabbing my hand, my jacket, and I told him to stop. He's screaming in my face, telling me I had to perform good and that I was gonna get fired on the first day. He wasn't gonna pay me, making all these excuses. Yeah, you get a Wisely card, right?
A what?
A Wisely card is a pay card.
Okay.
So I said, I can't activate it. I need help activating it. But now the card is gone. So I'm like, what can we do?
Apparently, Burger King pays its employees through a special payment card. However, this suspect wanted cash. The suspects already acted aggressively towards the female officer, and now they're about to make an even bigger mistake.
Please stop getting close to me, woman.
Yep. Here. What do you think you're doing? Hey, look.
Stop resisting.
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind
No,
your
I'm
back.
not.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not. Stop. He was hurting me. You did.
Look. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Stop. Here, drop.
Hold on.
Stop. Stop hurting me. Stop. I didn't want this woman to touch me. Why are you arrested, please?
Stop moving.
She's not cuffed.
Stop. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
All right.
Woman, I hate people like you and your.
The suspect's behavior, the things they're saying, and the aggression towards the female officer is quite strange. There might be mental health issues, but it's not up to the officers to investigate them. The suspect's quite hysterical, so the cops try to calm them down. But what they say next is pretty disturbing.
Calm down.
You didn't do anything. That girl's always hurt me, too. Looking up my ass all the time. This person in jail. Please just stop, it hurts.
Is this on you? Okay.
Yeah.
Look. I made her go away. She's gone now, okay? But
They're always gonna look at my ass all the time.
Relax.
That's what they do to me.
relax for a second so we can talk to you,
I
okay?
hate that man and I hate that woman. It was hurting me.
I understand. Just try to relax
He
for a
threatened
second.
me.
Look.
But that woman came in as a threat to me, telling me I had to get out. And I said, okay, just don't come near me.
I understand.
I have a right. I have rights.
I know you do, okay?
I keep getting sexually assaulted and they won't stop.
Are you gonna be good with us though? Okay, I'm glad to hear this.
She's gone. Don't even worry about her anymore, okay? Look, let's stand you back up so we can fix your jacket, fix your book bag, and get it off you so we can calm down, okay? Fix your cuffs.
There you go.
There's no doubt about it. The suspect has problems. While compliant, the suspect keeps saying that the handcuffs are too tight. Instead of getting annoyed, the officer remained really patient.
It's still too tight.
We have to make them further apart. There isn't more chain. It's not the circles that are tight, it's the chain. It's because your arms pull out like this. I'm sure it's hurting at the sides of it that are away from you, right?
Yeah, but it's too tight. It's too
I
tight.
understand it. There's not too much we can do with their handcuffs. They're not exactly the most comfortable thing. He's got enough room in there for your wrists. It's the
But that man was hurting me and threatened me, so I told him to call the cops because I wasn't able to at the time because he's coming at me.
What were you doing down here today?
Trying to get my money situated. He kept screaming at me, threatening me.
Were you supposed to be down here today for this, or did we chill?
Yes, he said to come back.
Who?
The guy. I was walking away and then he just pulls up.
A guy as an employee here?
Yeah, the guy, Sean, who just left.
The way the officer talked to the suspect suggests he might have training or experience with situations like this one. He continues to calm and comfort the suspect while simultaneously explaining the predicament they're in. However, the suspect has more to say.
I don't want her to look up my ass. That's what she always does.
Hey, relax for a second, okay?
She always look up my ass all the time, over and over and over. Because they like it. She's gay. She's a gay motherfucker.
I have to talk to you for a second. Can you stop, please? Look, you're being trespassed from this property. If you come back, you're gonna go to jail, okay? That's all I gotta say.
As for your last paycheck or whatever, you guys are going to sort it out over email, phone?
No, I'm not getting no money. I'm a slave. Thank you, America. I'm a slave. I get no money. I get no food, no water. Thank you for having those four walls because of them women looking at my ass all the time.
This is your stuff?
I'm trying to tell you. You can go and file a suit against them. They're a whole big chain restaurant. If they're going and withhold
I hate
wages.
her. She's a woman. I hate her. She always be looking at my ass. Looking in my mouth over and over and over again.
She's not doing nothing.
I told her to back off. She was threatening.
The suspect, who identifies as a man, keeps insisting that they hate women. Fortunately, the officer is skillful with his words and talks with great patience. It seems like his demeanor has a good effect on the suspect.
All I know is I show up here and I hear over the radio that my friends over there are fighting with you. And they shouldn't have to be fighting with anybody. If they tell
Yeah,
you
because he threatened to slap me, and he was coming towards me.
The police officer?
No.
Then why are you messing with them?
The Sean guy, because the woman was coming near me, and
The
I
woman
felt
police
threatened.
officer?
Yes, I felt
I'm
threatened
sorry
at
that
the
you felt
time, and I
threatened about
asked
her,
her to just that I was leaving, and that we could talk, but I wanted to talk to the male, not to her. I felt more comfortable with males, not her.
Did you go and voice that in a calm way? Did you go and speak with them? Did
Yes, but she kept coming closer and
you,
closer.
did you
That's
refuse to go
threatening
step
me.
outside?
No, I told her,
Well,
let
you
me go
gotta
outside,
understand.
just don't come close to me.
As a police officer, we've got a job we got to do, and I'm sorry if you don't like what gender I am, what race I am, but we still
Yes,
have to
but
go and do it,
I
right?
felt more comfortable with a man, and I
understand
told
you,
her
but
that
we don't
I
always-
am being threatened,
but we don't
and if
always
she
have
could just
that
back
luxury.
off a little.
If a police officer tells you, he gives you a lawful order, you've got to obey it. That's the
I
reason.
know, and I was leaving, like
That
she
might be your only
said.
charge walking out of here today. That might be your only charge.
It's a good thing the suspect is now cooperating with the police. They might get out of this with just a single charge. After replacing the handcuffs, the officer stays at the suspect's side, helping in any way he can.
Did you come here in the car or did you walk here? Okay. Do you have any other property here besides the backpack and the jacket? All right. Just trying to make sure we don't leave anything. I'm sorry to hear that. I just don't want to make sure we have less than we came in with.
Can you make sure they don't keep looking up us all the time?
I don't understand who'd be doing that. It's not exactly.
They don't
unfamiliar.
slam the door in my face all the time, and I can actually see people.
Okay.
They won't stop.
I understand you with that, but you gotta understand these cops are coming and we gotta be calm and controlled when we're handling stuff, right? Because nothing's happening when the police officers show up. That's the end of it. At least that's the idea. If something happens after that point, we've got to go and respond to it with the tools we have.
Make sure no woman touches me. I don't like women.
I understand.
Because that's what they do to me. But when a man hurts me, I need a man, not a woman.
Now things are way better, and the suspect's visibly calmed down. Now all that's left is for the suspect to be searched. This might prove to be difficult, as the female officer has to do it, even though the suspect is upset with her presence.
Look, I understand your situation, I understand you're changing, okay? But legally, you are still a female, and legally and policy-wise, these men cannot search you, okay? I understand you do not want me to touch you, but unfortunately, I do need to search you to make sure that my partners are safe in their vehicles, okay? So the quicker you work with me, the quicker we get this done, and the quicker you go with them, okay?
You know, not everybody usually gets this whole explanation before we're going to do something. She's doing this to try to put your mind at ease for it because we don't have a choice in it. And technically, you don't have one as we either.
Yeah.
So we're going to be okay and let her search you?
Yeah, just don't look away.
All right. I'm going to
They
be
won't
here.
look away, they will be
You're going to
surrounding,
have to face
okay?
the car when she's doing
Cameras
this.
on you, so.
So go ahead and turn around for me. How many shirts do you have on?
All that went far better than expected, and the male officer's reassuring behavior played a big part in it. The situation's now coming to an end, and the officer keeps soothing the suspect, going above and beyond the call of duty.
It's always available to you afterwards. They gave you that phone number for a reason. I'm hoping they're not trying to go and withhold it from you, so it's better to have the money afterwards, right? Even if I'm sure
I'd
somebody
rather
else
be
might
alive
be able
and
to go.
treated like a human and have money.
We've got a little bit left to go and sort out here, then we'll be working through this, okay? All right. Sit tight.
The suspect was later charged with 2 misdemeanors, including resisting without violence. The sentence was deferred after successful completion of a state program. While it's sad to see someone struggle with mental issues, it's a reassuring thought that people like the male officer exist, ready and able to help whoever needs it. This next case proves that even healthcare employees can sometimes behave unreasonably. On December 1st, 2023, cops in Ohio were called to a local healthcare facility following reports of a fight between 2 nursing aides. Allegedly, the fight broke out over an argument about patient care and shared duties. Upon arrival, the officers were informed that both women had been fired and needed to be escorted off the property. Here's what the officers saw when they arrived.
Get out of here. We don't want your kind here. You found the right one.
What?
I got the right one, but look at your face.
Okay, that's
But
enough.
look at your
Ow.
face. And you're bleeding, little. But look at your
fine.
face.
No.
But look at your face.
Ow.
But look at your face.
No.
You old. I'm wise. No. You got running. You got beat up.
Walking.
Ha ha.
Keep going.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. I thought you was gonna beat my ass. I'm small. Is you done? Is you done? You mad?
Right from the start, the situation's tense. The officers hope to escort the women off the property and have that be the end of an otherwise uneventful evening. But the younger of the two women doesn't seem to agree with this decision.
I'm gonna call my boss. Yeah. First of all, you can shut the up talking to me.
Have a nice day then.
Before I smack you, so I really be in jail.
And get off the property.
No, I
get
don't
off the
care.
property.
I don't care. I don't.
You gotta go.
I really don't care. You're trying to say something to me,
Yeah,
and she's
go.
grown as and I'm 18.
Yeah.
The are you talking about? Like, stop talking to me. I smack you right now. Right now.
Go. Have a nice.
Like, stop telling me. I'm really gonna be in jail right now.
Go.
I will be in jail right now.
Go.
Stop talking to me. I will smack you right now.
Go.
Stop talking to me.
Get off the premises.
I'm talking
Get
to
off
me.
the premises.
Yo, I'm gonna call my boss. Hold on.
Get off the premises.
Stop talking to me. You didn't even come out here to ask me all type of questions. And she's grown. I'm 18. And she running about me far, so you're not out here talking to me about nothing. You ready, cop?
The teenage suspect has assaulted the police officer twice and threatened him multiple times. Quite unbelievably, he lets it slide and continues to show remarkable patience while instructing her to leave. However, this woman has other plans.
I will smack the door out of you.
Please do.
Okay, come here.
Do it. Do it. Find out what happened.
What you gonna do? You gonna put me in jail?
Yeah.
You gonna put me in jail? You gonna put me in jail? I will end right back out. Like, stop playing with me.
Get off. Get out of the building. Get out of the building. Get out of the building. Get out. Get out of the building. You're being trespassed. Get out of the building.
You can't trespass me.
Step it up, 12. Get out.
You can't trespass me. Sorry. Sorry.
Get out.
Calling my boss.
Go ahead. You're gonna do it out there.
Talking to me for real.
At no point has a light bulb gone off in her head to tell her that all this might not be a good idea. The officer could have arrested her earlier, but she hasn't noticed how lucky she is. She calls her boss and sits down in front of the building. The officer finally decides that something must be done.
You have to get off the property.
Shut the up talking to me. Like, for real, shut up. If you're not gonna put me in handcuffs and just take me to jail, then shut the up talking to me for real.
Get off the property.
Get off the property. Like, stop talking to me.
We'll start doing this. Gotcha. Give this officer your first and last name.
No, I'm not giving him shit.
You have to.
I'm not. I'm not.
You're required to.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. And if I don't,
You'll be arrested for more charges.
it's not no more. It's not no more charges. What is my charges?
Disorderly conduct
What
fighting.
is my charges?
Disorderly conduct fighting.
Okay, well, I'm not. No, I'm not giving him.
Up. Stand up. Come on.
Don't
Stand
touch
up.
me.
Stand
Don't
up.
touch me.
Stop resisting.
Don't touch
You're
me.
under arrest. Stop resisting.
Don't touch
Stop
me.
resisting.
Don't touch me.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Don't touch me. Get the off of me. Get off of me. Get the off of me.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Get off of me. Get the off me. Get off of me.
Stop.
Get the
Stop. You didn't have to make it this hard.
Shut the up talking to me for real.
Finally, the consequences of her actions. The teenager's been arrested for her behavior, and she's earned some bonus charges to boot, but she keeps causing problems even while in handcuffs.
These cuffs are too tight.
What gonna kick the car for? What's that very nice?
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
Just get in the car.
Resisting. Stop resisting. You're making it hard.
Y'all should train more.
Yeah, well. I noticed that too.
Y'all should really train more because I'm too strong for this. Untighten these cuffs because they're too tight.
Now this teenager's been placed in the car and hopefully won't cause any further problems. But what exactly went down between her and her colleague? Here's what a witness had to say about the incident.
I know you were talking briefly. I wasn't here for all of it. What exactly went? I wasn't here for the bulk of this.
Yeah, so
Only for the exciting part, I guess.
came to my office and told me that she did the 9 o'clock check-in changes. And since she did the 9 o'clock check-in changes, she told the other girl, hey, you can take out the trash. And I said, well, that's fair. But I'm not their nurse. I'm on the other wing. I said, I'll call and let her know. And we just heard like verbal words being exchanged. And I was like, are they fighting? Yeah. So we both ran, got up, went into the TV room to see what was going on. But by this point, they were locked together fighting. Yeah. So we tried to break it up, was unable to, and kept trying. And then they got apart for a little bit, then it escalated onto the floor.
Yeah, it's in the passenger seat.
So it escalated onto the floor. By that time, they just start fighting again. It was
perfect.
They start fighting again.
Persistent, if anything.
That's pretty strange. A fight had broken out, seemingly out of nowhere. Some finer details are required, so the officer approaches the teenage suspect about her side of the story. And her story's quite interesting.
So our check-in change is every 2 hours, and she was outside. So I looked at the time, it was 9 o'clock, and it was time for our patients to get changed. We have 10 residents on the hall. So I'm like, well, damn, she's still outside, so let me just go ahead and just knock out the check-in change. So I did all the check-in change. The trash can, it was filled to the top.
Is it per hallway or room? Do you have certain rooms you have to check?
It's some of them. It's 10 rooms on that hall that's check-in change.
That's what you had to check, correct?
Yes.
You work together?
Yeah, we were supposed to split it down the middle, so 5 and 5, but she was outside for an hour, so I just went ahead and did it. And when she came in, I said, politely, I said that you don't have to do the check-in change. I already did it. All you got to do is take out the trash. She got smart, and she said, no, I'm not taking out the trash. You could take it out on your shift. I said, I'm not taking out the trash because I had already did check-in change. And I could have been petty and left your clients pissy, but I did not do that.
So what happened in the break room then?
What happened? Okay, so I ordered me some seafood. I was on a FaceTime with like a couple of my friends, and we were talking about what we was finna do when we got off of work. Was sitting, you know, when y'all walked in, y'all seen that little stool. She was sitting right there, so she came, plugged up her phone. When she got on the phone with somebody, she put me in her camera. I did not say nothing to her.
The teen claims that she was shown to a group of people in a video, but so far, nothing in the story suggests any reason for violence. All we've heard about is a series of poor behaviors, but all of that is about to change.
Her people's like, oh, I bet you won't run up on her. I bet you won't run up on her. And she ran up on me. Thought she was tough. She ran up on me, and she got that beat, and that was that.
And that's when you swung on her?
Yes, that's when I swung on her because she swung on me first.
Who separated that incident?
They did. They came.
That was the first one?
Yeah.
Or the second one?
They was trying to break up the whole
so
fight.
They broke it up, and then you guys got separated. Then what happened?
And then when we got separated, she spit on me. Once she spit on me, I took off on her again.
Oh, yeah. Did you spit on her?
Yes.
So you both spit on each other?
Yes.
Who spit first?
She did. She spit on me first, and I grabbed her by her. She ran up on me. I punched her in her face. She fell to the floor, and I got to punching her some more. And then when she got up, I spit on her. Is that how you got the scratches below your eye? Huh? Is that how you got those scratches below your eye?
Yeah,
because she took her hand like this, and her hand was in my mouth. And she would not let go of my mouth, so I bit her hand. And then that's when she grabbed onto my face.
That was after the break room, right?
Yeah, and then that's when I did my face like this. And then that's when I did my face like that. I backed up and I punched her. She fell to the floor. But she thought that she
threw any punches at you? Anything else besides the?
Yes, and I want to press charges because she hit me first, and I'm 18.
Well, you're both getting charged, so you can be cool.
But I'm still pressing charges against her.
You can.
The suspect was later charged with resisting arrest and disorderly conduct. In court, she initially pleaded not guilty to both charges before amending her plea to no contest. She was sentenced to 90 days in jail with 90 days suspended. Additionally, she was ordered to pay a $750 fine for resisting arrest, with $650 suspended, and a $50 fine for disorderly conduct. Hopefully, this will be a good lesson for the young woman. If you're just starting a new job, you should really do your best to make a good first impression. In June 2023, officers responded to reports of an overdose at a nursing home in Waukesha, Wisconsin. A new employee, a 36-year-old, was in deep trouble.
She was at a new employee orientation, possibly.
Where's it going on?
What's going on?
Possibly an overdose going on here? Can you just direct the other officers coming as well as fire?
Wait, the conference room? She admitted that she did
Is she talking? Is she alert? 112. We're in the Human Resources Conference room. She's alert and breathing.
She also wants to.
Can we see her?
Yep.
Hi. How are you doing? You okay? What's your name?
Right there, you see the bald guy? That's where you're going. I don't know. I've never.
Hey, what's your name? Let's start with that. Let's start with that. Okay. 112. Can we get crew en route? Hi, what's your name? Can you talk to us so we can help you?
Already, things aren't looking good. While thankfully the new employee isn't passed out on the floor, she's visibly distressed and seems to be in a confused state of mind. The officers investigate further.
What did you take? Huh? Okay. All right. When was the last time you used?
A couple hours ago.
Okay. Do you have any on you right now?
No.
No?
Is it true that you smoke because you want to overdose and... That's what they're telling us. Is that true? It's okay if that's true. We just want to know how we can help you.
Man, you do what?
Because we have somebody that can come here and talk with you and we can get you in touch with the good resources. We need you to be honest with us.
Who's that?
That's just my partner as well as the staff.
You're not in any trouble with us. We just want to make sure that you're okay and that we can get you help if you need it.
So far, the officers have been nothing but respectful towards the woman. Her answers aren't the best, but it's understandable given the reports of an overdose. But suddenly, things shift, and her responses become a little sharper.
You're an asshole.
Me?
Hey, do you mind if I look through your purse for your ID? Make sure there's no weapons or anything in there? Do you mind if I do that?
No.
You don't want me to do that, or you don't mind?
No,
You don't want me to do that?
you're a sucker.
Why is that? I'm being nothing but nice to
you
you.
look like a sucker.
Well, thanks.
Kind of snobby. No.
We're just here to help. Like I said, you're not in any trouble. We just want to make sure that you're okay.
Hey, I guess in the meantime,
I like her.
we should walk her home for fire.
Killer.
Can we at least get you up and then walk outside so we can get you assessed by medical?
Yeah, and I heard that's what your plan is.
Can we do that? I'm asking you. Because we got fire department here that want to check you out.
Hey, what's going on?
Smoke crack about 20-30 minutes ago.
For apparently no reason at all, the woman becomes disrespectful to the officers, hurling insults at them. With patience, they try to go on with their investigation, but watch as she turns this into an even worse situation.
How about we take one step at a time and let's just get you medically cleared. That's it. Let's get all the bad stuff out of your system. Hey, we can't have you doing that, okay? Do not do that again. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
No medical history.
Do you want to go to the hospital with these gentlemen and get checked out? Yes or no?
No.
The look on the firefighter's face says it all. She might be having an overdose, but her actions are completely unexplainable. Spitting at an officer might not be your best bet, as it definitely comes with an automatic charge.
Let me go.
Well, we're not gonna go anywhere.
Just let me go.
Stop, okay?
Stop touching me.
Relax, just relax. Okay? We can't have you falling over, spitting at any of us. Do not. I swear, if you spit on me again, it's not going to be good.
Stop touching me. Stop. You're hurting me.
Okay.
Stop.
I need you to calm down.
I am calm.
Let's just go outside, okay? Let's get your heart rate checked out. Let's go outside. We're not going to sit in here.
Stop.
We're just trying to make sure you're okay, all right?
Stop touching me.
Just sit in here.
Okay, can you get your hands off of my...
Can you control yourself?
Yeah, I can, sweetheart.
That's okay, well, we're not going to do that. Grab your arm.
sissy pants.
Okay.
And after spitting at a police officer, no matter what your state of mind is, you'll soon get acquainted with the device called the spit hood. Now the woman's been secured, preventing her from causing harm to herself or others. And she's not too happy about her new headdress.
Yeah, she's already shown us that she can't control her saliva. Yeah. That's why we do that. Do we have the 12 pages document there? Spit at us why she's got spit it on. Thank you. And she's 26 at this point. Alright. Okay. I guess we can just jockey cars. Things like that.
While we don't have the footage, the cops reported that she screamed, attempted to take off the spit hood, and spat at the officer numerous times while en route to the hospital. Upon arrival, she was secured in 4-point restraints. During that process, she tried to bite the officers and then managed to remove the spit hood and spat at the attending officers.
She smoked crack to die. She didn't really want to talk to us. She just became super uncooperative, started spitting at us.
She was there for an interview?
I think so. We smoked about 20 to 30 minutes before we got there. She said she wanted to die. That's why she smoked.
Okay.
She's uncooperative, didn't really want to talk to us, started spitting at us, and now we're here.
Did she call you guys then?
The staff there, she was there for a new hire orientation.
Oh, for the love.
You okay?
Yeah.
Did get it in your eyes or anything?
Oh, she was got the spit.
I didn't know.
We should probably just take you for discharge
Yeah.
of the fluids since she's done it 3 times.
Yeah.
This isn't making anything any better for you. You don't have to like us. You don't have to be friends.
Duh.
We have to go through this process either way.
This process we're going through.
It's better just to relax and just lay back and talk.
Let go of me.
Because you keep acting like that. Like you gotta stop. Just lay there and relax. We can let go of you, but you just gotta lay there and relax.
Oh, I will.
You want me to turn some TV on for you?
Yeah.
You like TV?
Yeah.
Prove to us that you can sit there and relax.
Yes.
I know you've requested us to take the spit hood off, but you haven't proved to us that you can your saliva in your mouth.
Sorry.
After some medication to calm her down, the entire nasty situation came to a close. Officers later found out that instead of the suspect had downed a whole bottle of vanilla extract. She was charged with felony discharging bodily fluids at an officer ×2 and a misdemeanor disorderly conduct charge. Ultimately, she was only found guilty of 1 bodily fluids charge. Times are tough these days, and a lot of people have side jobs, but some of them are illegal. In early 2023, officers in Jensen Beach, Florida were tipped off about a store employee selling hallucinogenic mushrooms and to the store's customers. Undercover detectives managed to bait the man into selling them twice.
Go, man. Patrick, how are you, buddy? What up? Patrick.
I got a picture in front of your back.
We'll explain everything in a second, okay?
Yes, mom's double up. You got it. I got him. Here. She's my.
Hello, how are you? Good. Where's his black backpack?
What's up?
He's got a black backpack. Is this his? This one's his? Thank you. Alright, man, I'm just gonna double lock these on you, okay? So they don't walk up on you, okay? Yeah. We'll explain everything to you here in a minute, alright? Do you have anything in your pockets that's gonna stick me, hurt me, anything like that?
Oh, none of those sticking around.
Where's your black backpack at?
My black backpack?
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it.
Thankfully, Patrick was cooperative during his arrest. After securing Patrick and his black backpack, the officers have all they need. It's time for Patrick to take a walk through the mall and right into a police car.
What's up? Probably would, yeah.
He'll be able to make phone calls too when he gets to the office, alright? Alright. Just walk out. Thank you.
Oh, that's the show.
Alright.
The arrest was pretty uneventful, which is always a good thing for both the perpetrator and the boys in blue. Patrick's taken to the police station, and now it's time to confront him with his crimes.
What's your name, dude? Patrick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Obviously, we're here because you got yourself in a little bit of a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do you have any idea that, I don't know if anyone explained anything to you yet or anything?
No.
So, months ago, we got complaints of you selling mushrooms, just stuff to not only people coming in and out of the store, but also the juveniles. Okay? Does any of this ring a bell at all?
No.
You don't sell anything?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all?
No.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna stick with?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, you had a black bag with you today.
Yes.
Is that your black bag?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what was inside of it?
Yeah.
What was inside of it?
There were mushrooms inside the bag.
Do you use mushrooms?
Yes.
How much mushrooms do you use at a time?
I microdose them usually, but about a gram.
Patrick doesn't seem too concerned about the situation. He openly admits to having the mushrooms, but he claims they're exclusively for personal use. But watch how he reacts when he's confronted.
Now, what if I told you that we've been buying from you for a bit? Still, does any of this ring a bell? Like, you've been selling, we've seen you, we've dealt with you.
Okay.
Do you want me to elaborate, like refresh your mind a little?
If you want.
It's a little blurry. That's you in the store.
Mm-hmm.
That's you during a deal that we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Do you have that outfit?
I do, I just got it.
Yeah. So, once again, that's you. We know for a fact you deal.
Okay.
So, do you do it to like help yourself with extra money, with financially, or help people out, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't do anything bad, nothing that bad, so.
And I'm not saying that you're a bad person, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We get it, like, hey, you give a little here, take a little there, it's for extra money, right? What I'm trying to understand is, number one, what the actual reason is for you to sell it. I'm not saying you're a bad dude. Like, you know, you don't look like a Pablo Escobar. Like, are you? I mean, I might be confused. Does anyone at the store know that you do for extra money, or
No.
No one else is involved with it?
Mm-mm.
How much do you sell at a time, dude?
Not much.
Well, what's not much? I mean, you had what? How much did you have with him? Anyone? How much did you have with him?
30 grams.
Upon being shown proof, he was quick to change his story and admit to selling the hallucinogenic mushrooms. He's cooperative, clearly realizing that he won't be getting out of this one so easily.
I mean, that's typically how much would you sell that for?
Not much.
What's not much?
$160.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot for $160. Like, $160 is pretty cheap compared to what I thought an ounce of mushrooms would be.
Partially for the money, but at the same time, mushrooms for a lot of people are medicine and they help a lot of people with a lot of issues, so I don't really need too much money, so.
How much would you get that for that you could sell it for $160?
How much would I get that for?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
What's not much?
50, 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're making like $100 profit. It's pretty good. Yeah. Like, I'm assuming if you buy it in bulk, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a good deal.
I don't really deal with mushrooms too much.
No?
No, it's fairly recent that it's been selling much, and clearly this is why.
Yeah. How long have you been working at Zoomies?
A year in November.
Have you been doing it the whole time there?
No.
No? How long have you been selling out of the store?
A month or two.
Okay. So you see what the issue here is, right? Like, how big of a clientele do you have?
Not much.
Not much?
I don't make that much money.
Okay. Well, the issue obviously still stands that we're here, obviously, so...
Yeah.
Hallucinogenic mushrooms for medical purposes? That's quite a noble thing. If only it actually worked that way, then it was legal to sell them. But Patrick's been working at Zoomies for about a year, and who knows how long he'd been selling drugs.
How long have you been selling the mushrooms for?
Maybe like a year.
So you just started selling in the last 2 months at Zoomies, but you've been selling it for a year overall?
About.
Where do you typically get it from?
A guy.
Like locally, at the mall?
Yeah, an old friend.
Well, you don't seem like a bad dude, man. It's just one of those things where you got caught up. Yeah. How much mushrooms do you think this dude has that you usually get it from?
He has? I'm not sure. He usually has like chocolate bars, but it's mainly that I get from him, but I've stocked up a long time ago on mushrooms, so that's why I used to take more myself, but after like a really bad trip, I stopped taking them as much. It was mainly for me at first, just to kind of stock up because they're hard to get.
Yeah. The dude that you get in Port St. Lucie, you said he has bars.
Chocolate bars.
The stuff you had today wasn't chocolate bars.
Oh no, that's what I said. He usually has chocolate bars. I had gotten it a while ago.
So that was from a while ago from that same guy?
Yeah, those are pretty old.
Okay. Alright, just give me a second.
Patrick said he had a bad trip, so he stopped using the mushrooms. But that didn't stop him from selling to customers at the store. The officer has an important question for Patrick now, one that could decide his future.
Dude, let me just ask you now. So obviously, not only do people, tourists, whatever, just come in and randomly ask you, and you just kind of give it to them. What about like kids, like juveniles?
Oh no.
You don't deal with juveniles? Cause
try my best. I mean, I don't ID people, but
like, because the issue that, like I said, the whole reason this started is because kids are getting it, man.
I've never sold mushrooms to any kids.
Well, juveniles, I mean, in the teenage years, I don't know if you're able to tell the difference.
I mean, like I said, I don't ID, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had anyone tell you that they've had a really bad trip or anything off the stuff you gave them?
No.
Never. But you've had yourself personally?
Well, I took way too many.
How much is way too many?
It was about 14 grams.
You took a whole 14 grams, just ate them?
Well, it's called, I don't want to go into the whole specifics.
No, I'm curious. This is me just
It's
learned
called
how.
lemon teching. Basically, if you grind up the mushrooms and put them in lemon juice, which is citric acid reacts to the psilocybin in the mushrooms, which it basically doubles the dose, but it shortens the trip.
Oh.
So where the trip you take 7 grams, the trip might last 8 hours. If you lemon tech 7 grams, you're gonna trip way harder, but it'll only be for like 2-3 hours.
Patrick might not know it, but he's established a strong possibility that he'd sold to juveniles, and this will not look good in court. The lemon teching adventure he had sounds absolutely terrifying, given the quantity of psilocybin used. And here's some more details about the trip.
So what do you do? Do you like shut everything off and kind of just meditate?
Well, that time I did it. I was in a really bad place at the time, so I did that. I did it in the dark in my bed, and I like time traveled. It was scary. I like party with demon clown guys and stuff. It was fun. Yes. But that's again why I always tell people that you need to weigh it out and you need to know how much you take, because they can do that to you. But like I said before, it does help. I mean, it's obviously mushrooms are starting to be legalized throughout the country. It does help in a therapeutic sense.
No, I've heard that. I've definitely heard that. Where do you have your ounces?
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, that's fine.
Real quick, was there anybody else working at Zoomies today, or is it just you?
No, I had one other worker.
So there's somebody there right now?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause we walked out with you and didn't see anybody else in there. I want to make sure it's secure.
No, yeah, she's supposed to call someone.
Okay, alright.
Partying with demon clowns in the dark sounds like it would definitely discourage you from using drugs ever again, at least in the quantities that Patrick did. He's trying to draw attention to the fact that mushrooms are medicinal and becoming legal throughout the country. And throughout all this, he doesn't seem like a truly bad person.
So you don't want to say where the rest of it is?
I'd rather not.
Okay, then yeah, we're right to say no. I just want to make sure that it's not laying around where someone can get to it or try it or kid or anything like that.
Nope. You have plans to ever do this again?
To sell and stuff like that?
Yeah.
If I get out of this, no, this is my...
Like you said, unfortunately, what really was I don't want to say bread and butter because that sounds like a terrible way to put it, but the most unfortunate part about this is that we were getting complaints that kids were getting all of this and that kids were buying it.
That's just
and when we say kids, but we mean people under 18 years old. And you know just as well as I do, like, it's hard to see, like, or tell how old somebody is, because sometimes, like, dudes, girls,
that's why I'm very curious about it, because most people, I mean, they're all seem to be adults to me. That's why I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Especially the mushrooms is, I have even when friends of mine ask, because I do have people are 18 and close, I tell them, I do not give mushrooms to children.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2"? How long have you been growing a beard?
It's been a while now, 6+ years.
Yeah, 6+ years. How old are you?
I'm 28, turning 28.
28. Okay, so I mean, like, when you were in high school, did you have facial hair?
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to know the age of young people without seeing their ID. Patrick seems to understand this, but he also seems very confused with the idea that he sold to juveniles. So he continues to elaborate.
You probably could have walked into a gas station and, like, bought beer, you know what I mean?
The funny part is that when I was underage, I never got ID'd, and as soon as I came of age, I got ID'd.
Usually how it happens.
Yeah, it was very
well, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
No, I definitely understand that. I will say, I have been very advocate for with anybody who ever asked me that I do not give mushrooms.
I believe that. I don't believe you.
To anyone, because as somebody who, like I said, tripped too bad, I understand that it could severely mess up your mental state.
Yeah. Like I said, we're not saying you specifically went out and saw it.
No, I understand. Listen,
just
I
unfortunate.
I did this. I fully understand the ramifications of my choices. I get it. But, however, if I could say one thing, I always made sure that mushrooms never went to kids.
Of course. Of course. No, I understand what you're saying, man.
The detectives basically have everything they need. There's one more thing they ask of Patrick, though, and it's about his personal experiences with hallucinogenic mushrooms. Specifically, what kind of trips does he have?
Does like your trips, when you go on a trip, is it like always the same, or is it something different each time?
I would say so. That one time was the only time I ever saw anything that wasn't there. All the other times, it's usually just, things are just kind of moving and colors are
moving. You're like on that 70s show kind of?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you look at your phone and everything's dancing around. It's usually pretty fun until you abuse it to the point where you take way too much. And like I said, I saw like crazy demon clowns and stuff that time traveled with.
Right?
Patrick was charged with 2 felony counts of possession of a controlled substance, 2 felony counts of selling, manufacturing, or distributing Schedule 1, 3, or 4 drugs, and 2 felony counts of unlawful use of a two-way communication device. His bond was set at $120,000. While Patrick overall didn't seem like a bad person, there's no excuse for dealing, especially to minors. While this last case is pretty short, it's very exciting to watch. On June 14, 2022, state police were arresting 24-year-old Brandon Tallman on burglary and assault charges stemming from a prior incident. Seeing that the cops caught Brandon, his father, 52-year-old Wayne Tallman, tried to save his son using a very special tool for the job, an excavator. While it was clear even to the cops that the excavator could easily hit them and put their lives at risk, they didn't let go of Brandon. They stood their ground and appeared to communicate with the unhinged father. What an insanely scary situation for the cops. Thankfully, the use of an excavator didn't help. Brandon Tallman faces a maximum sentence of 41 years and 6 months in prison if convicted. His father could get a maximum sentence of 11 years in prison for his efforts if convicted. The mother, Amy Tallman, also impeded the arrest and is scheduled to appear in court for the charges. As we learned from the cases we've seen today, mixing business and personal feelings is not a good idea, and it's far worse if you use your job or its tools for illegal purposes. Hopefully, the suspects we watched have learned something, and maybe some of them have gone through a bit of therapy to help with their issues.